Hey, this is Pete Tseronis with Dots and Bridges. Be sure to check out this segment where Renee Tarun of Fortinet, our sponsor, and Kevin Kerr of the Oak Ridge National Lab discuss the power and influence of trust. And if you like what you hear, be sure to tune in on February 17th for the full-length interview. And how is the roadmap at Fortinet evolving? Is it in constant state of evolution?
Absolutely. I mean, we were founded by engineers, not marketers. So our founders, Kevin or Kenzie and Michael Z, are very forward thinking. They look at where we are today, but always, driving to where we need to be tomorrow. So we're constantly evolving. I look at our portfolio, how it's evolved over the last, even 2-3 years that I've been there. When I first started, we didn't have a SOAR capability. We didn't have an EDR solution. And so we're constantly evolving because, again, as we engage with our, customers and partners, we see how that demand and their needs are changing, and we're ensuring that we're with them every step of the way, that we're providing those solutions that help drive, their strategies. I mean, that's our goal. I mean, security is always a business enabler. So our job is really to help our customers, do their business efficiently, effectively, and securely as possible.
Yeah,
we do a lot of those virtual, that we call executive briefing centers, and we bring our customers in to have those strategic dialogues, so that they understand, so we understand, okay, where are you going from a strategic standpoint? What is your roadmap for the next, 12, 18, 36 months? And then understanding, here's where our vision roadmap from a technology standpoint is, and take that feedback from them. We also do our customer advisory boards where we take input from our customers, understanding where they're trying to go and here's where we're going. Are we on the right path? At the end of the day, we want to be delivering solutions that are going to be seen of value, to our customers. So that requires that constant strategic dialogue and interaction back and forth. It's no longer, a situation where here's a solution, good luck with it. It's got to be that iterative feedback and, partnership and collaboration throughout the entire process.
So Kevin, comment, and then I have a question for Kevin about a lot of what Renee just said in terms of a protocol for having that engagement. Kevin, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, so Renee mentioned the customer advisory board, and I'm involved with a couple of those across, the spectrum. And which is great. What's great about that is I'm usually the only government rep on that. Okay, which is great that they have us in there, but it's also a little scary as why isn't there another government entity or someone, in there? And some cabs don't even have government representation. So I sit there and I listen. One, I learn from the industry folks, so it's great. There's other CISOs and things like that, and so I'm learning from them. But then I say, hey, from the government perspective, and the private entities that are in there, whoever it may be, they're learning from, we need to start being concerned about NIST 800-53 or NIST 800-34 or whatever, NIST, publication you want to talk about.
There's plenty to read.
There's a zillion of them out there. But I think what's great is in that cab and those customer advisory boards, I get to see where they're going. And I'm saying, well, you're thinking about this, you're thinking about that. Because the government tends to be, everybody accuses us of being behind the curve. But in a lot of instances, I see us ahead of the curve. Okay. There's things that we've been doing in government for quite a long time, making sure, we have some compliance and, repeatable processes, the capabilities maturity model, things like that. That's great. So I think that's very critical. And it's important because, we drive things. The government drives things. Yeah, we're the biggest out there, and if you can make it in the government, you're going to be able to go into industry and other places. And if you're able to get into the government, you're showing other industries that you're meeting some of the most stringent and sometimes, regulatory requirements out there. So it's good in that respect.
I hope you enjoyed that bit of insight from Renee and Kevin. And thanks again to Fortinet for sponsoring this segment. And if you want to hear more, be sure to register for the full-length interview on February 17th.